EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the heart of Texas and the spectacular AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday Night Primetime. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. Will Reichert will get this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And they will finally track him down, not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
At the 45-yard line.
On the ground, here's the rookie who played in-state at Austin. And that play gets nothing. So, no gain on the game's first snap.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
Yes! Here we go, boys!
Again, it's Blue. Has some room inside the 30. And he's going to get all the way down to the Vikings' 5-yard line. A huge play for Dallas. 39 yards.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space. And, man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal.
Yeah, here we go! Wait, check line,
It is brought in the end zone. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. Touchdown number 9 for the year. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball. It's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
The score, Cowboys 7, Vikings nothing. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
They're on the 35-yard line.
First play, and McCarthy to throw. First, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being wasted down.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Look at play action here with McCarthy. He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes. Former 3rd overall pick, Quinn Williams, in there to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now McCarthy. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
Dak gonna give this to Blue. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 6.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, check point, in. 26.
A first carry for the former Tar Heel, Devontae Williams. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
13 yards on the
A pickup there of 13. That's good for a Dallas first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 8-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, check point, in. 26.
From the gun, they'll go with Blue. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Yeah, here we go. Point, in. Here we go, 46. Watch the bullet. 26.
Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
It's 4th
And on
down.
3rd down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete. It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get free.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. This taken at the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. They'll run. This is Mason. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
On the ground is Mason. And this will wind up a Vikings first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another first down. A run. And here's Mason. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. DeMarion Overshown there on the tackle.
It's 2nd and 8.
37 now. They'll work with a 2nd and 7. Now here's Aaron Jones. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. To throw is McCarthy. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
A gain of 5. 1st down, Minnesota.
He runs straight ahead with Jones. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
37-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. They'll put Addison in motion. On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. First one for Jefferson. And a 1st down to go with it.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the 2nd-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. He's got this on target to Addison. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to keep a drive alive. Going to have to convert on 3rd and 9. A short one taken by Hawkinson.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Reichert had the field goal a moment ago. Back out now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll be taken down on what will be the final play of this opening quarter. So, we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. We're back to Arlington in a moment. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
Pretty clear coming into this game that this offense felt that they had a distinct advantage running the ball. It was a matchup that they thought all week went in their favor, and so far the results indicate that they were spot on.
2nd down, Prescott. Left side, caught by Lamb. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
3rd and short. Prescott. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be anchored with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
A run once more with Blue. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, Cowboys.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
And this time they are ready for him. Throw for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
Out of the gun, will give to Blue. And this is a slight improvement over the previous plays. Not going to lose yardage, but not gaining any either. It's 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 13.
From the shotgun, it's down. He's got a receiver, and that's Lang. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Here we go. 40. And 47. 26.
Prescott on 1st down. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
26.
On the handoff, Blue. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line. It is 3rd and long.
At the 14-yard line.
26.
On the ground, it's Blue.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
48.
Prescott to throw it on 4th down. That's going to be caught.
You know, Mike, I can tell you from experience, when you put together a drive of that length, the amount of plays that had to be put in to move the ball that far, and then to come away with no points, that's a tough one. That could be a real deflator for an offense.
Okay, ready?
Travel start on the ground. It'll drive down a couple of yards. Give them a little bit of space out to the 3.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8. 2nd down and 8. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Now a 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He's got his receiver. It's Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 20. A pickup of 12 yards. It'll be a Vikings first down.
Anytime you decide to drop back to pass this deep in your own territory, that quarterback has to have a clock in his head. Get the ball out of my hand. In this case, checks it down to his back, picks up a nice gain, gives the offense a little breathing room.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He was brought down at the 26. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. The throw here is complete. He'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Minnesota.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
They'll put Addison in motion. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. That one knocked away. And it's incomplete. Jalen Naylor was the intended receiver that time. And it'll be 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. That one caught by Hawkinson. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Left side here, caught by Addison. He'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, here's McCarthy. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
It's always a gamble anytime you go for 4th down on your side of the field, but they clearly thought they had a play that they liked, but the defense came up huge, and now their offense is going to have a chance to capitalize and take advantage of this short field.
Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. He's hit as he throws. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get them the ball.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll let this go for Pickens. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. Picked off by Theo Jackson.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Looking to throw. McCarthy. This one brought in by Hopkinson. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. Up the middle, here's Jones. And he'll find some space, taking it for 6, out to the 26-yard line.
Brings up second and 4. At the 26
On play action, here's McCarthy. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
He'll try and throw it with McCarthy. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score.
Into space. And he's going to bring this one back. It is a punt return touchdown for the special teams unit. And they get the great bonus of scoring on special teams, this time for the punt return unit. Able to put 6 up on the board.
And what we see here, Mike, is just a breakdown in the coverage. They talk all week about fanning the field, controlling the returner, keeping them on your inside arm. In this case, 2 guys get stacked behind each other. They leave just enough space for this returner to operate in, and the next thing you know, they're looking at him in the end zone.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchdown. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Quick throw, taken in.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
And he'll get forward for about a yard. Donovan Wilson will bring him down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
His throw left side is complete, and he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. That's his second catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
A 47-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Vikings will cut into that lead.
Vikings 6.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This returnable from the 4. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
He's got this on target to Addison. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. So, a pair of 1st downs moves him out to the 47-yard, and it's 1st and 10. Finding space inside the 40. And he will go all the way. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Vikings. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
And now, after the big play, got to cut that celebration short because they're going to stay out and go for 2. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. That's going to be intercepted.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Reichard out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Yeah, so we're going to 53.
The drive starts with a carry by Blue. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Side, caught by Lamb. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down. Ball out to
to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10.
We're going to 54. Wide in. 26.
A give. Here comes Blue. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. The big defensive tackle, Javon Hargrave, brings that one to an end. Short throw brought in by Schoonmaker. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. A big play for the Cowboys. An even 40 yards. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Yeah! There we go. Wide in. 26.
Straight ahead, it's Blue. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
26.
A run with Blue. Open space inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Jaden Blue. Touchdown, Dallas.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Vikings 12.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. He's going to let Master bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35.
35-yard line.
They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. Quinn Williams there to make the play. They face 2nd down and 7.
38-yard line.
To throw, it's McCarthy. That's going to be incomplete. Good work trying the defender bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
To the air on 3rd down. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Malik Hooker. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Yeah! There we go. I take one. Here we go. 46. 46. 26.
Pistol now for Prescott. This pass right side caught by Lamb. From the 41. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
And 47. Here we're going to 53. 26.
Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack to make your presence felt. Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing. Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit. I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. and there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go. Half the 60, half the 60. Let's go.
On first and 10, it's McCarthy. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Donovan Wilson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On the play fake, Dak. He'll let this go for Pickens. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Prescott now. Pass over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front.
12 yards on that hookup. That's good for a Dallas first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
To the air again. Prescott. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
They'll throw again. Dak. That's brought in right side by Pickens.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
They need to get it to the 27. This is third down.
Then we'll go to 53. 26.
They'll run with Blue.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of
On
only
for the
a
field
yard.
goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On first down, here's McCarthy. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. but it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
McCarthy to the air on second down. And he's open middle of the field. It is caught. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
First down. A gain of 36 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. To the right side, he's got Hopkinson, his tight end. 2nd and inches. He'll turn and hand this one off. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Vikings first down. A 5-yard gain on the play.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up the 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try to run it in. And he's going to get it. Big 2-point conversion there. Instead of being down 12, now the lead is only 10.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Reichard out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
Back to throw is Prescott. Now a screen set up for Blue. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3.
Yeah. Here we go. 26.
They'll run the toss here with Blue. And that one shut down pretty quick. quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Third down, 3 to go. Shotgun snap for Prescott. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. 13 yards on the catch there. First down, Cowboys.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
Not much happening there. Just a short game.
1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
No play action. It's Prescott. Off balance throw. It's complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone. Inside the 20-yard line. A big play for the Cowboys. 37 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Dak can throw it here on first down. Oh, looking end zone, but is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete. Jake Ferguson was the intended target. And it'll bring up second down.
It's not often you see a pass that's out of the reach of this guy. I mean, 50-50 balls tend to go his favor more often than not, but this one kind of gets away from him just a little bit and falls incomplete.
Kill. We got 47.
On second down, it's Dak. Open, left side is Schoonmaker. And he'll be lucky to just get some positive yards out of that one. Out of bounds, pickup of 2.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
We're going to 53. 26.
On third down, Prescott. This one caught at the 4. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
Yeah!
Lou trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal.
Brings up third and goal.
They'll run. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force fourth down.
Brings up fourth and goal.
That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted, but let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big fourth down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
They'll fake to give, and now it's McCarthy. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, anytime you decide you're going to air it out, backed up on your own goal line, the defense understands the risk. They understand the quarterback wants to get that ball out of his hand fast. They're going to take some chances, jump some routes. And they're lucky that wasn't a pick six, and instead, just resulting in that turnover.
There we go.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Second down, they need 3.
Here we go. 26.
They'll go again here with Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
He's got it inside the 5. And the Cowboys going to be set up with first and goal. They're able to convert on that 3rd and 3.
First down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
Williams is in. Touchdown, Dallas. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. He finds a man downfield. It's Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 36 yards. First down, Minnesota.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Deron Black. And the Cowboys will take over here just shy of the 30.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Yeah, here we go. There we go. Kill. 26.
Prescott on 1st down. He'll let this go for Pickens. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Dak going to give this to Blue. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Back at the 27.
Hey, kill. 47. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide in. Here we go. 40.
So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Here we go. 47. 47. Wide in. Hey, kill. Here we go. Going to 53. Here we go. 46, 46. Here we go, 47. Hey, kill. Hey, 47. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. He's going to air this one out. That one underthrown and intercepted. Picked off by the veteran, Harrison Smith. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. And he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
7, let's go. 79.
From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy.
And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike. And just because they have this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
To the air, on third down is McCarthy. Flushed to his left. And McCarthy's going to get down and pick up the first down. Good, smart play with the slide by J.J.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. That's the safety, Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And he tries to get to the edge, but cannot do it. Good job by the defense. No gain.
Trying to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. Now Prescott. That's right side. He's got Ferguson. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If that was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. Clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
At the 41-yard line.
Yeah, here we go.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
Hey, kill!
Again, Prescott to the air. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Hey, yeah! Here we go, Riley! Here we go, kill! 47.
They'll throw again. Dak. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Here we go, 46. Then we're going to 53.
Prescott to throw it on fourth down. He's got his man. It's Pickens. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. Not only did they convert on fourth down, they picked up a quarter of the field. A gain of 25. Prescott again. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second, and they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Yeah, here we go. Hey, 47. Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Wide.
Prescott now. That's down the field for Lamb. That's three. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Josh Metellus. Oh, big hole left side. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Vikings. You talk about the opportune time. The defense helps close the gap. A huge play to make this one a closer game.
Yeah, and anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, you're looking for that spark. And boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point.
On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. And he's not going to get in. The decision to go for 2 doesn't pay off. Unable to cut any further into the deficit. So it's a win for the Cowboys. They're able to bounce back after